Are you looking for 10 best things to do in Salem? While first-time site visitors to Salem may not need to overlook the town's plethora of witch-themed attractions, the Witch House and Salem Witch Trials Memorial are of the maximum famous. There's extra to this mysterious town than simply witchcraft. Salem boasts the entirety from stunning 17th century structure to tranquil seashores and world-magnificence artwork museums. Check out Salem's substantial series of Asian artwork on showcase on the Peabody Essex Museum, or head to the House of the Seven Gables for a dose of nearby records. Meanwhile, households have to hit up Salem Willows Park for a picnic and a few traditional arcade video games. And if retail remedy is at the agenda, Essex Street Pedestrian Mall gives an array of precise stores and eateries really well worth exploring. To make the maximum of your go-to, do not forget signing up for one of the great Salem excursions. The various excursions forestall at a number of the town's pinnacle attractions. Here is the list of 10 best things to do in Salem. 1. The House of the Seven Gables, built in 1668 for Captain John Turner I. This waterfront mansion became domestic to a few generations of Turners earlier than being bought to Captain Samuel Ingersoll in 1782. After Ingersoll's dying, the belongings became inherited by a way of means of his daughter, Susanna Ingersoll. Susanna's cousin, now well-known writer Nathaniel Hawthorne, visited her right here frequently, and the belongings sooner or later have become the placing for his 1851 novel, The House of the Seven Gables, although the legitimate call of the residence is the Turner Ingersoll Mansion. The house quick took at the call given to it via way of means of Hawthorne. In 1910, the house opened to the general public as a museum. Philanthropist Caroline Emerton, the museum's founder, was hoping to maintain the house for destiny generations and use the proceeds to assist fund agreement packages for immigrant households. Today, the museum honors her needs via way of means of investment social paintings and supplying diverse varieties of instructional programming, which includes English language lessons and community primarily based totally conversations on immigration. At the museum, site visitors can surprise at authentic duration functions that span 4 centuries, which includes the house's superb Georgian paneling, and climb a hidden staircase that ends in the shape's attic. In addition to the House of the Seven Gables, the belongings boasts a group of 6 ancient homes set alongside Salem Harbor. Other homes within the series consist of the Hooper Hathaway House, the retired Beckett House, the Counting House, and the Nathaniel Hawthorne birthplace, which became moved right here from its authentic place on Union Street in 1958. It additionally consists of a traveler middle and a museum shop wherein visitors should purchase precise souvenirs. The complete campus has been special a National Historic Landmark District. 2. Peabody Essex Museum. One of the most important artwork museums within the United States of America sits in Salem's backyard. Founded in 1799 and renovated in 2019, the Peabody Essex Museum takes the name of the oldest constantly running museum within the United States. Here, site visitors can discover an extensive style of American, Asian, African, Native American, Oceanic, and maritime artwork. Today, the gathering consists of extra than 1 million works. Examples of each most important architectural fashion may be observed in Salem. So, it should not be sudden that Peabody Essex Museum's big campus, which spans 3 town blocks and consists of numerous off-web website online properties, additionally functions a wide series of ancient gardens and homes. These consist of systems just like the Samuel Pickman House, East India Marine Hall, John Ward House, and Ropes Mansion. 3. Salem Witch Trials Memorial. If you are heading to Salem, you have to set apart a while for a go-to the Salem Witch Trials Memorial, built to honor the sufferers who died for the duration of the 1692 witchcraft hysteria. The memorial functions 3-4 feet excessive granite partitions that surround a small grassy region wherein locust bushes had been planted. Along the partitions are granite benches engraved with the names, method of dying, and date of execution for every of the 20 sufferers who have been accomplished for the duration of the Salem Witch Trials. At the entryway to the memorial, stone slabs are inscribed with the protests of every of the deceased. Reduce off mid-sentence to represent society's indifference to the victim's innocence. 4. Witch House. The call of this famed Salem appeal may be misleading. It became by no means domestic to any witches. Nevertheless, it warrants a go-to. Formerly the house of notorious Judge Jonathan
The Witch House is the only remaining structure which is directly related to the infamous Salem Witch Trials of 1692. Originally built for Captain Richard Davenport,
it's far a vital forestall on any Salem itinerary. Situated at the nook of Essex and North Streets, this foreboding mansion has a dismal record. During the Salem Witch Trials, Corwin became one in every of numerous judges who presided over the pretrial examinations of residents accused of witchcraft. Today, the residence is open open to the general public as a museum and is taken into consideration one in every of Salem's maximum haunted destinations. 5. Salem Maritime National Historic Site. The first National Historic Site within inside the United States. Salem Maritime National Historic Site is a group of 12 ancient systems set alongside Salem Harbor. Established in 1938, this ancient waterfront park preserves the website online of one in every of America's maximum vital ports within inside the past due 18th and the early 19th centuries, supplying a captivating investigate the maritime records of New England and the United States. The country-wide park consists of ancient sites, which include the Custom House, Derby Wharf, Hawks House, Narbonne House, and the Colonial Revival Garden. In addition to the park's homes and grounds, Salem Maritime National Historic Site consists of the Salem Armory Visitor Center and the Waite and Pearce Park Store. Head to the Traveler Middle for brochures, maps, reveals, and movies at the park's records, or peruse the souvenirs at Waite and Pearce Park Store. 6. Old Burying Point Cemetery. Old Burying Point Cemetery, just like the call suggests, is Salem's oldest maintained cemetery. Established in 1637, this cemetery is a common forestall on a lot of Salem's great ghost excursions. Famous Salem citizens, which include Judge John Hathorne, Gov. Simon Bradstreet, and Revs. John Higginson, and Nicholas Noyes are buried right here, in conjunction with different awesome Salem residents. Contrary to famous belief, not one of the sufferers of the Salem Witch Trials are buried right here. Past tourists suggest to go to Old Burying Point for its ancient value, mentioning the authentic headstones as relics from Salem's past. Guests preferred this thrilling piece of records. 11. Though a few endorse coming right here on an excursion to make the maximum of your trip. Just maintain in mind, site visitors aren't allowed to stray from the walkways. 7. Salem Willows Park. Named for its adequate white willow bushes, the 35-acre Salem Willows Park is a famous vacation spot come summertime. This public park, placed on the tip of Salem Neck, functions 3 swimming seashores, a huge band shell for performances, basketball, and tennis courts, numerous shaded gazebos, eating places, bumper vehicles, and the Salem Willows Arcade, which gives traditional video games like Pac-Man, air hockey, and skee-ball. A small entertainment park, known as Kiddyland, additionally opens with inside the summertime season and gives a number of kids' rides. Recent site visitors cherish this waterfront park and endorse preventing by way of means of with inside the summertime season and early fall whilst the eating places and arcade are open. Several additionally referred to that is an incredible area to convey youngsters for a night ice cream cone, a sportive trap, or to get out their strength on an entertainment ride. However, many stated that is extra of a nearby's hangout, so in case you are looking ahead to a prime traveler vacation spot, you may be disappointed. 8. Essex Street Pedestrian Mall. Essex Street Pedestrian Mall, placed smack dab within inside the center of downtown Salem, is an ancient brick and cobblestone avenue covered with eating places, stores, galleries, and museums. Vehicles aren't accredited to power at the avenue. That's for the great, thinking about how crowded it is able to get, and are available October. The mall turns into a warm spot for masses of costumed vacationers seeking to rating the appropriate witch-themed souvenir. While you'll honestly run into different vacationers right here, it is a traditional Salem hangout you may not need to overlook. If you've got a while to spare, tourists suggest perusing Essex Street's precise boutiques. Past site visitors cherish the gathering of witch-themed stores and small cafes. However, stated the region floods with vacationers for the duration of Salem's top Halloween season. So strike this out of your listing you are seeking to keep away from crowds. 9. Winter Island Park. Despite its waterfront roll alongside the Salem Harbor, Salem isn't always recognized for its seashores. However, tourists inclined to appearance out of doors, the container can be rewarded with scenic Winter Island Park, located on a peninsula related to the Salem Neck approximately 2 miles northeast of downtown Salem. This hidden gem became as soon as the website online of a 17th century army castle named Fort Pickering. Eventually, it have become a base for the U.S. Coast Guard from 1933 to 1970, although a good deal of the ancient castle nevertheless exists. Winter Island is in general used as a tenting and seaside vacation spot today. Recent tourists praised Winter Island's picturesque Waikiki beach, calling it a tranquil area to relax on a summertime season day and watch the solar set at the back of Fort Pickering Lighthouse. However, a few site visitors stated the no-frills campsites may be higher maintained. Facilities right here consist of a public boat ramp, a tenting shop, dinghy rack areas, and a characteristic hall. 10. Salem Witch Museum. The Salem Witch Museum is best for first-time site visitors to Salem. Founded in 1972, this museum gives varieties of shows. One is an immersive narration of the 1692 Salem Witch Trials, offering costumed life-length mannequins, lighting fixtures, and pre-recorded narration. And the second, titled Witches, Evolving Perceptions, makes use of audio dubbed tableau and informational presentations to train site visitors at the European witchcraft trials, the records of witch looking, and the evolution of the term witch amongst different topics. Because those shows depict a few annoying scenes and pics from the Salem Witch Trials, the museum might not be appropriate for younger youngsters.